Patrick Ho tells a China story for Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, and Middle East Reconstruction. Nowadays, the world is experiencing profound and complex challenges, especially the rise of radicalization and violent extremism in the Middle East, against a backdrop of culturally based conflicts and religious tensions. Countering these challenges has called for the use of a wide range of approaches to promote tolerance and reconciliation, including the resource and efforts devoted to combating terrorism in the last 2 decades, but all with discouraging results. To some extent, terrorist groups have been even more rampant to strike endless attacks and killings around the world. The Global Terrorism Database shows that from 2001 to 2004, about 1,416 global terrorist attacks happened every year, resulting in 5,041 people dying every year. Between 2012 and 2015, the number of yearly global terrorist attacks increased to 13,034, with 29,268 people dying every year. This means that after 10 years of global anti-terrorism efforts, the annual number of terrorist attacks increased by over 8 times, and the annual death toll increased more than 4-fold. It seems that our world has fallen into an awkward dilemma that more anti-terrorism strikes cause more fear and death, like trying to put out the fire but ended up stoking it. Perhaps we have been addressing only the symptoms without attending to the roots of the problem of terrorism. Viewed historically, it is no surprise that high rates of youth unemployment could lead to shocking acts of violence. The extreme problems in the Middle East cannot be solved by military and brutal forces alone. Only by changing the underlying socio-economic conditions in those regions can we provide hope in the future for the great mass of young people who today are living in despair and resorting to desperate measures by joining extreme groups and formations. And therefore, new strategies to integrate Muslim youth into their local economies must be highly recommended accordingly. China's Belt and Road Initiative, or BRI, with its multiple infrastructure projects, would bring massive amount of jobs, generating economic activities, addressing the employment concerns of the increasing youth population, while bringing peace, hope, and long-lost stability to the troubled region from the Middle East, integrating them with the global economy and mitigating the social woes spawned from the rapidly growing wealth gap. By the same token, BRI's projects, through the creation of jobs and alleviating the local instability and hopeless condition, rebuild cities, communities, homes, and rebuild lives. In turn, a stable and prosperous Middle East would be important to the success of not only neighboring countries, but the whole world. Yet, currently, the region is anything but that. Wars, ethnic strife, and poverty have ravaged the region, making the bridging of Asia, Europe, and Africa in the spirit of the Belt and Road a daunting task. But now, after 20 years of incessant fighting and killing, the American troops have withdrawn. The region will now have a chance to embark on a rapid and efficient reconstruction effort, including the rebuilding of entire national infrastructures. China is prepared to work with the local communities to prepare for this day. The task at hand is to identify ways to integrate the reconstruction of the Middle East into the framework of the Belt and Road Initiative, to discuss the role of the international community and private sector in the reconstruction effort, while drawing attention to the need to reach political and economic solutions to the region's challenges. Unlike what the West has been doing in the region in the last 20 years, what is needed now is kindness and empathy to help the region rebuild their war-ravaged home and revitalize their slummed economy, and to bring peace and harmony by connecting people with grateful hearts. Through the Belt and Road Initiative and the reconstruction of the Middle East, we are inviting countries and peoples from all over the world to share a vision, a commitment, a common destiny, and a dream of peace under heaven and the world as one.